Well, good morning, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful, cloudy, getting cooler San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I hope you guys are as fired up as I am. Do you take your life for granted? If you're not fired up today, it's really because somehow you have forgotten what an amazing miracle it is and what an amazing gift it is that you are existing in such a time as this, and that you have an opportunity with the big fat brain God gave you to be able to make the decisions that can alter the course and the direction of your life at will, if you will just stop being scared, as my grandma used to say. That's a whole nother level of scared. There's afraid, there's scared, there's fearful. But when Grandma Lupita says, "Ay, mijo, don't be scared," that's a whole nother level. Because you're scared, you ain't living the adventure-filled, amazing life that you want to live. And guess what? That's on you. You can change it. That's the good news and the bad news. The good news is you can change it. The bad news is, like my dad taught me growing up that I did not understand. He said, "Son, no balls, no blue chips. You got to take the big risks to have the big rewards." Thank you, Dad, for teaching that to me, because I get it now. You are what you eat. Maybe. You are what you speak. Definitely. How can we say that? There is a statement in my favorite book that says this: out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Simply meaning what you is comes out of you. Who you is comes out of you. What you currently are is currently spilling out onto those around you. My mentor and amazing example as a husband, a father, and a businessman, Zig Ziglar, says it this way: you are where you are and what you are because of what has gone into your mind. You can change where you are and what you are by changing what goes into your mind. Who can change it? You can. Who? You can. You change what goes into your mind. Advertisers spend billions of dollars a year to get into this, to gain access to this thing you have access to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that most of you, unawares, are leaving on autopilot 95% of the time. When was the last time you had an original thought? When was the last time you scheduled an appointment with you and your brain to shut your little mouth and listen, to pay attention to what's going on around you, to think? Well, hot damn, Collins, are you trying to do? What kind of crap is that? You trying to tell me make an appointment with myself to think? What kind of crap is that? It's the kind of crap that'll change your world, Uncle Buck. It's the kind of crap that makes you different from other people. If the greatest thinking you have, if you realize the greatest thinking you have has you where you are in life right now, if you don't like it, have another thought. And it's easier to have another thought, have a different thought, when you are intentional about taking time to think. You are what you eat? Maybe. You are what you speak? Definitely. You get to name what is happening in your life. I'm getting sick right now. Guess what? You're getting sick right now. You know what my conversation has been and why I haven't been sick in probably 4 years? Because I started saying something very powerful. By the way, when I speak to myself, I cuss to myself, so I'll keep some of that back because I love the Ziglar family and I don't want to embarrass or shame the name of Mr. Ziglar, but motivating me in my own head, there's some profanity up in there, so I'll give you the rated G version. I say, sickness touches my body and dies. Now you see, can you see it in my eyes? I believe that. Sickness touches my body and dies. People, I'm allergic to everything in the air right now. Well, everything in the air right now is allergic to Steve Collins, as far as I'm concerned. I give allergies. They sneeze when they get around me. It doesn't bother me because sickness touches my body and dies. That's why I haven't been sick in probably over 4 years. because I believe that with all my heart. You get what you speak. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Think about this. Shakespeare brilliantly wrote this in the book of Hamlet. In a scene, he says, there is no good or bad, but thinking makes it so. Have you ever heard of Tony Robbins? If you heard of Tony Robbins, say aye. Tony Robbins says there's no meaning to a situation except the meaning you attach to it by the story you tell yourself. That crazy guy that just cut you off. Well, that jackass, I can't believe he did that. He don't care about anybody. That's the story you tell yourself. What if you told yourself, maybe his wife is sitting next to him 9 centimeters dilated and they're on the way to OB-GYN. Maybe his 7-year-old daughter fell down the stairs this morning. The backpack was too heavy. She broke her arm and she's crying and they're trying to get to the hospital. Maybe you got a call from hospice saying your mom doesn't have much time. You better get over here as quickly as possible. There's no meaning to the situation except the meaning you attach to it by the story you tell yourself. Who tells it? Correct, you. You get to decide what comes out of your little bitty mouth, and you get to decide what the story is that you tell yourself about. Well, now, Steve, that's just crazy. That's crazy. Well, you're the one that looks like a bulldog baptized in lemon juice, sucker, and I'm happy. So I may be crazy. Would you rather be not crazy and panties in a bunch, or would you rather be a little crazy, happy, joyful, living an adventure-filled life? Because the story you tell yourself is different than most people. Life is not happening to you, my friend. Life is happening for you, and the difference is all the difference in the world. You are what you eat? Maybe. You are what you speak? Definitely. I hope today you choose to speak life. You, that is your life. Are you writing a drama?